This conference will now be recorded.
So here in investment management, so far we have covered IM master data, that is the investment program standard structure, which is having investment program definition and position. Okay, and we saw how we can do the planning in investment program structure, and then we saw how we can do the budgeting. And in order to understand these transactions, we understood how to do the configuration for relevant area. And then further, we understood the concept of appropriation request and how we are submitting appropriation request. And then when we need different options in submitting the proposal, in that case, how we are creating a different variant and doing the planning. And further, once this appropriation request is approved, how we are transferring it to internal order. So from project system side we were facing some issue. Okay, still that issue is there in the system. I'm still looking into it. So as of now, I'm just keeping that aside. Here in investment management, two important topics left. First is budget distribution. Okay, that I'll cover once we reach to the project system. Okay, so in project system, when we are doing the budget planning, how we can control this budget from investment management. Okay, that is very important, and from interview perspective and for implementation perspective, both the perspective, that scenario is very important. So we'll focus on that once we'll go to budget planning and project system. Another scenario is how to create investment profile and how we are using this investment profile in settlement. So that scenario also will focus once we reach to the settlement process in project system. Okay, I'll just give you some idea what exactly it is, but conceptually I'll give it to you. But in system, you will see that when we are going for a particular business process scenario. And just after explaining these two topics conceptually, we'll go for question and answer. Okay, and I would like to understand from your side, let's say as an interviewer, if I'm asking this question, okay, that what is your understanding about investment management? Okay, what are the different scenarios which you see in investment management, or just explain one scenario where this investment management can be implemented. So I would like to understand from your side, okay, one by one, who is voluntary, want to explain it, okay, and if you are deviating from any scenarios, we will discuss it to correct it, okay. So that is my agenda for today. So here, what is happening? Just understand conceptually how budget is going to distribute here. For example, you see this is my investment program. Okay, this is the first level. That is my top level. Okay, and under that I'm having first level of positions. Okay, and under that I'm having a next level of position. And investment project. Your project is going to assign it to last level of position. Okay, so this is a validation in system that you cannot assign project to position which is having already its subordinate position. Okay, so this assignment supposed to be always at last level of bucket. Okay, so here, when let's say if I'm looking into this scenario, I'm having one step up and a step down, two positions, and let's say in step up, uh, is this particular position sub budget has been planned. Okay, so let's say if I'm having 500,000 of budget here, 500,000 USD for example, so this means this budget I can distribute to further to its assigned measure. We are calling it a measure: WPS element, internal order, appropriation request, maintenance order, whatever the object which we are using as an account assignment to carry the cost or revenue here and assigning it to the position, we are calling it as a measure. So these are measures available. You may have this question in your certification also, that they will give some options. Just let us know what are the measures available. Or an interview also can be asked that if you have used investment management, what are the different measures being used in investment management. So here are example: WBS element, appropriation request, and internal order and plant maintenance order. So here what is happening, you are controlling your budget at position level. So let's say if I'm planning here 500,000 USD of budget, this means I can spend this budget for this position, step up position. So means whatever that project or maintenance order or internal order you are going to assign to this position, you cannot distribute more than 500,000. Okay, so you as a fund manager or you as a portfolio manager, okay, you are responsible to distribute this budget as per your project requirement. So this budget can be distributed overall or annually. So let's say at position level, this is a 500,000 of budget which is given for next 5 years. Okay, and every years you need to spend only 100,000 USD budget. So this means in each year you cannot distribute more than 100,000 USD of budget. So when your project is going to assign, when your majors is going to assign to this position, the total budget for that particular year is 100,000 to be distributed. Okay, so how this we need to distribute it? There is one transaction and there is one control in the system will not allow to distribute what we more than what it is available in the position. So there is a proper steps available in the system. So to understand that, what we need to understand here, we need to understand that how we can do budget planning in project so that we can correlate it. Okay, and there is some configuration is also available. So that is the part which I will cover once we go for budget planning in project system. That is the first part. Second part, one more profile is available here, investment profile. Okay, so what is that? Investment profile. Any idea what is AUC? Anyone is having any idea? AUC?
It is asset under construction.
Meaning, what is AUC?
Means work in progress. Means if
Work in
anything is in work in progress. Mhm.
progress. That's it, under construction. Okay, so means this is a work in progress, or you can say asset is still in construction, right? For example, if you are constructing your home, okay, so this home will not be constructed in one day. This needs some time. Maybe this will take 1 year or 2 year, 3 years. So until unless my asset, that is my house, still if it is not ready to use, if it is not being used for operation means like it is not in use. So until unless it is not going to be used, this means this particular asset is still in under construction. It is not completely ready. Okay, so here in SAP we are having AUC, asset under construction, means this asset is still in construction. Okay, this is not full asset. So once my house is ready and ready to use and then it is handed over, from that day it will be used as an asset, that is a full asset. Okay, and once this is a full asset, then depreciation will start from that day. So until unless that asset is not started to use or it is not handed over, this means depreciation will not start. Okay, for example, if we are buying a car, so car is becoming an asset for us. So if this particular car is there in that workshop, sorry, this showroom, okay, the depreciation will not start from that day. Depreciation will start once you are buying it, okay, and then you have started to use it, because this has become your asset and then now you are going to use it, and depreciation will start accordingly. So there is a different method to do depreciation, like linear method and other methods. Okay, so here also when we are working in any project, capital project, which is an investment project, so until unless this complete project is not handed over, okay, this will be under construction. Okay, for example, let's say if you are constructing one substation or you are constructing some station, electrical transformer setup if you are doing, so this is these all example of asset. Okay, and here when you are installing it, so until unless it is not going to be used, this will be an asset under construction also only. Okay, so what is happening here, this AOC is getting created with reference to investment profile. So what we are doing, let's say in project we are having a concept of, this is just overview. I'll go in more deep to explain this in once we'll go to the project system. It's just idea. So here in project we are having concept of WBS, work breakdown structure. Okay. So whenever we need, let's say if the description of this WBS is, let's say, transformer installation or transformer. So this means once, until unless this particular transformer is not ready, this particular WBS supposed to be in the work in progress. This supposed to be in the AUC stage, matlab asset under construction. So to get this AUC here for this WBS element, we need to assign investment profile to this WBS element. So when we are releasing this WBS element, automatically one AUC will be created in the system. Okay, release. So with reference to this WBS, one AUC will be created. So what will happen? Whatever your monthly cost is going to incur in your project for this WBS element, that will be capitalized to AUC. So just example, let's say every month you are spending some amount. Okay, for example, let's say you are constructing a house. Okay, and every month, let's say in first month your expense is let's say 100,000, and then next month it is a 200,000. Okay, so what will happen? Let's say after 2 months, when you are doing capitalization, your AUC value will be 300,000. So this means until unless your particular asset is not ready, this cost every month is keep adding as per the progress of your project. And once it is ready, then it will become by asset value. So this portion of asset management, it is a part of asset management. Okay, asset accounting. But here in the project system side, you are using to create a AUC. But how AUC is getting created, this is with reference to investment profile. So here, this is all integration with IM, with PS, with asset accounting. So there is one asset class which will help to create a referenced that particular AUC there. We'll study this technically how it is working, but I would like to just explain it conceptually. Okay. I hope concept is clear. Again, I'm saying I'll explain it once we reach to the project system. It is to just give you idea. So here, how we can create this AUC. Uh, one second, just let me open my system. Any idea in which transaction we can navigate the project in project system? Anyone?
CJ20N and CJ01
CJ20N.
and CJ01
Okay, CJ01 and
project builder.
CJ20N.
Correct.
Project builder. Very good. Mhm. One second. So this means we can see the structure in project. Okay, so let me share my screen here again. So this means that if you want to see the project, there is a transaction CJ20N, and you will see Fury application also with the name of project builder, with the name project builder. Okay, so here, whatever your last process project, this will be here. Let me open one project here. Okay, this is a project definition and this is a WBS element. Okay, so let's say if my first level of WBS element is a house construction, so this means once my house is ready, this means the complete deliverable is house and my asset will be house only. So for this WBS element, I need to assign investment profile here. Okay, let me go to control. Here you will see investment profile. So let me just assign one investment profile to see how it is working. Model with AUC summary settlement. Press enter. Result analysis key is not okay. So you cannot have RA key and investment profile same time in same WBS element. So if it is a RA key, this means this will become a external project. Okay, let me just save. So once I'll save this, And now let me release it. So once I release, I'm getting some issue. What is that? Error when processing asset and consumer WPS, and there is no asset class for creating an asset without dialog. Okay. So I think for this particular profile, some settings are missing. We'll see this. Okay. This is just way how we are assigning. And then once I'll release it, I can see here AUC status, and I can navigate to the AUC object. So we'll see this entire scenario once we reach to the settlement. Okay. So now these are the topics which we are having in the IM. So now let us start this discussion. Okay, what exactly we are having in IM. Okay, so I would like to just list whatever the objects or scenarios which we have studied so far in IM to understand your understanding here. So can you tell me exactly what we studied here? If I'm saying, let's say, tell me what is investment program structure. Any idea what is investment program structure? Or tell me what are the objects under investment program structure? Anyone? Santosh, Ethan.
Position,
Uh-huh.
position.
Program type,
No, no. First
position.
of all, no, 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 no. First of all, see, we
So,
are here. If I'm asking what is an investment program structure, okay. So this means I'm asking
okay,
for the master data in IM. I'm not asking for configuration. That is the next step. So in my interview, this will be my first question. Okay, you have worked on IM. Just let me know what are the objects you have used there in the IM. So you're supposed to know that I have used investment program structure. I have used appropriation request. Okay, these things I have used. For example, so my next question will be, okay, what we are having within investment program structures. So basically, investment program structures having investment program definition and investment positions. Okay, both the things combinedly we are calling it as a investment program structure. So then next will be question. Next question will be, okay, what is investment program definition? What is investment program? So that will be business scenario. You need to explain the business scenario that investment program when any organization is looking to do some investment for a certain period. Okay, so they are creating investment program for, let's say, for next 5 years. We are having some plan to invest or to execute some project. So in that case, we are creating an investment program. Okay, so try to just correlate with the scenario. Your few words, if it is going left and right, that is fine, but at least your concept supposed to be clear that what you are going to explain here. Okay, so you can put a scenario. I have taken 2 3 scenarios. So if you have any idea, if anyone voluntarily, if you want to just explain it, that if I'm taking a scenario of ABB, or if I'm taking a scenario of any IT company, or if I'm taking a scenario of Indian government project, and if you want to explain it in your words, you just explain, please. Okay, give me idea what exactly we we studied so far here.
so basically, investment program structure.
Hmm.
In this, we have investment program definition
Okay.
at higher level. Let's say if there is an example of uh, uh, there is a government authority at higher level, and
Mhm.
they want some building construction. They want to build a building for, let's say, economic class and premium level. So
Mhm.
below that hierarchy, we can create two different positions, like premium house construction and economic house construction, to target
Mhm.
different uh, peoples. And at every level, we create a position ID similar as the definition or the lower level name
So next
we
question, sorry,
mention.
sorry. The next question here. What is my position? What exactly it is representing here?
So this position actually is coding mask, right?
No, 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 no. Don't go here and there.
Mm,
I think you people are
position
not
ID.
not going through the recording. Okay, at least after session, please just go through once. Okay, you will have your terminology will be clear, your concept will be clear. Otherwise, if you are coming and going, it will not beneficial for you. Okay, please just after attending at least once go through of this recording. That's why we are providing this much of facilities. It's available in the application. Anytime you can run it. Whenever you are getting some time, you just run it for 10, 15, 20 minutes. At least some terminology will be clear in your mind. Otherwise, it's very difficult to explain.
Yes.
You will get confidence once you know the terminology. At least you know the master data, you know the business configuration and transaction, leave it. It is secondary. What is the SAP transaction for to create a definition, to create a appropriation request, that is secondary. Your first impression will be only explanation of business process. When I'm saying you have experience in investment management, okay, just let me know one scenario for which you have worked as a consultant, explain that. So your explanation is supposed to be clear that I have worked on this scenarios. Then my next question, okay, just let me know how exactly it is mapped in SAP. That's it. If it is done, your 60% work is done. Then 10-20% will help me to understand, okay, what are the transactions you have executed, what is the Fiori application you have executed. Okay, tell me if you have done any enhancement on that screen, any validation is there, any substitution is there. Then last I'll ask the configuration. So my 80% job will be done if I'm able to explain these many things. That's it. 20% always it is compromised. No problem. People, if they need a people, definitely they will hire you. And even it is required for promotion, or if it is required for your project implementation also. You know the business process, you can easily correlate. Okay, what exactly I need to collect from my client. If I don't know what is investment program structure, what exactly I'll ask to my client that what you are doing, he will explain. Okay, then how you will put the question that, let's say if I'm looking to get some question for the investment program, I'll say, okay, do you have any programs in your organization where you are having some plans to invest for next 5 years or 10 years? Do you have any approval process for that? Is it department wise? Are you doing some plannings for that? Is it going for any approval of budget? They are saying, okay, yes, this is going for approval budget. Are you submitting proposals in your organization? Or if it is already approved and directly you are executing the project? So different scenarios you can put if you know the scenarios, if you know business scenarios and limitations in the system. Okay, so just focus on the business process understanding, please. I'm saying again. Okay, otherwise it will not help. Only just attending the sessions, it will not help. And if you are new to SAP, at least follow the books. You got the book, okay, just refer that book. At least read the topics which I'm covering. This IM is not there in book, but when I'll start from Monday, okay, Monday it will, as it is, it will be available in book. So you just follow whatever I'm covering here in the sessions, you follow in the book also. So this will be more clear to you. And initial, if you are covering initial 60%, then 40%, that always it is, you will understand. Or interviewer, or let's say if you are going for any implementation project, that will be helped by other consultant. For example, settlement, progress analysis, these all are interview question only. Okay, you will get help from other places also, but at least you supposed to know your procurement cycle, you supposed to know your master data, your sales cycle, all these things, at least basic things supposed to be clear. Okay, so this is my advice, please. Okay, you can study in net also. Let's say if you are not able to find in book, okay, just follow SAP Help Investment Management. Okay, so what you need to do for that? Just a second. It's required only initial days, and then you will become a habitual to use that. Okay, you come here. Let's say if any topic which you are not able to find there in book, okay, you come here, investment management L, SAP L, investment management overview. You are here, you come. Okay. Now investment program. What is investment program? Okay. I have already explained. Conceptually, I have explained, but exactly if you want to see how it is documented. The investment program components provide functions to support the planning, investment, and financial process. So you already having idea, right? That planning we have done. We are focusing on the investment project. We are managing the financial process. And what kind of project it will focus? Capital project. This was my first slide, that we are focusing on capital project, investment, research and development, and project that is primarily under overhead. So I have written in very that is already there in my definition. Okay, I think that is in different slide, but that is there. Okay, so if you are able to understand few things, okay, then it is okay. You can, this already I have explained, okay, how it is integrated, and then you will have some more idea. Investment program, what is appropriation request, what is investment measures, what is information system. Then if you want to see investment program details, go to investment program, see here definition. So you make your habit to just study this website, this document. It's very helpful if you just want to go long long way. Okay, then try to just study this website, sap help.sap.com. Okay, so this already I've explained how the program you are creating and planning, how you are doing. These are the positions. Okay, then how budget is, that the planning is going to be done, and then how budget is going to be distributed. Conceptually I've explained, and transactions also I've explained, configuration also I've explained. So try to just cover this structure of the investment program, and whatever is not covered in my sessions, avoid it as of now. Okay, because you will be confused if you are just putting that much of understanding same time. You may confuse, so just focus on areas where exactly I've explained. We are not going to explain in that much in any implementation or in any interview. That is very specific. Once you will have 10 plus years of experience, then only some more scenarios will come in the picture. Planning and budgeting of the investment program. Okay, fiscal year changes, no, don't go for this fiscal year changes. Till here it is fine. Okay, supplement and return until here only. Appropriation request, go with this appropriation request. What is appropriation request? What is status management? I have explained in detail. Cost and revenue planning for appropriation request. Okay, better than this I have explained in my slide what is appropriation request. So once you are going through this, okay, then you will have complete idea, and I expect before Monday session you're supposed to understand these business scenarios. Okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days we are having. Okay, you just understand, you try to focus on understand terminology and other things. Okay, so our approach supposed to be understand the business process first, then how exactly it is mapped in SAP and what are the transactions we are executing there in SAP, and then third is configuration. Okay, configuration is coming in the last. Even if you are not explaining as of now this portion, that is fine. Okay, and again we'll have similar kind of one session after next to next week, especially focusing on investment management and some part of project system once we'll start the project system. So just be focused. We'll have some assignment also, test and assignment also. So try to be synced, and this is beneficial for all. Okay, so here
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
I'm going, I'm coming back to, yeah, thank you. So I'm coming back to here again in accounting, go to investment management. Okay, let us understand few more things here. We are having appropriation request, you will see information system. See, in every, after every folder, okay, you will have this folder information system. So whenever any business process scenarios explained in, or the whatever the transactions are given for that particular business scenario, you will see this one folder, information system. All relevant reports will be here in the information system. So report on appropriation request, you just click here, values and totals, master data list. So if you are looking for any report, let's say if your customer is asking, okay, whatever the proposals I have submitted, I just need a list of all these proposals. So what you will do, you supposed to know where exactly I can find this. Okay, no need to memorize everything, but your approach supposed to be clear what you need to follow. So you need to come here in the system, you need to check, okay, what is exactly best suitable transaction for my client. So here it is showing appropriation request without distribution, without variant, appropriation request with distribution without variant, appropriation request without distribution with variant. So these are the different options. Let me just open one, IMR4. Okay, here you can open with appropriation request number. You can open with the appropriation request type. So generally we used to go with this. That client generally they ask based on the type. Okay, and company code. Yes, if any end user is working for multiple company code and he just want to see his data, not all company codes in organization. So in that case, we need to enter this. Similarly, for the business areas, cost center, specifically if you want to see for the cost center for your department, cost center means your department. So in that case, you need to enter this cost center. You are having division, material group, company. So all these input parameters, or sometimes based on investment program, approval year, position ID. If you want to be specifically to see the report. So let me execute it. Okay, so these are the two appropriation requests here. Okay, let us go back to my input screen again. Here this is a variant. Okay, variant basically you can save your options in this input screen as a variant. So this variant you can use to just execute your report fast. Okay, for example, let's say I'm going to save this as a variant. And okay, this is already saved as variant, so let me save it. Click here, it is asking me for the variant name. So here I can say, okay, Rama, description is also Rama. System will ask me what exactly, how you want to make it. Okay, so this is for only for background processing, protect variant, only display in catalog. Let me save it. So this is saved. So once, whenever I'm coming next time, okay, I'll come here, I'll not see whatever the input I have done it here. Okay, because that is already I can save. Okay, just I'll go here and I'll check, okay, this is my variant. Okay, execute it, that's it. So no need to input these parameters again and again. It is a quick execution of your report. Okay, and here whatever the option, input option you can see here, there is a one part, but additionally SAP has given some more options here in dynamic selections. You click here, it will give you some more options here. Let's say in general data, these are the options available, and responsible organization unit, these are the options available. So from where exactly these options are coming? Any idea from which object it is coming? Any idea which object we are discussing now? See this
Appropriation
everything,
request.
appropriation request. So this means whatever the options are coming, it is coming from appropriation request master data only. So once you are coming here in general data, currency, let's say if you want to segregate your data, you just want to execute this report only for particular currency which you have used in their appropriation request. So you just double click here and you enter that currency. So let me just enter, let's say INR. I know that there is no appropriation request created for currency INR, but let's see what exactly we are getting there. We just execute. System is giving me list does not contain any data. So this means there is no data for this currency, right? So here we are having additional options to filter my data, to execute my report. Okay, we are calling it as a dynamic selection. Let's say if I'm removing this, let me remove it. You just double click here and exclude from selection, or just delete row. It is deleted. Go to execute. Now you can see here. Let us see some options here what we are having. This is appropriation request. Once you click here, you can directly see all the details, and there's a name, other details you can see here in the detail, all the columns you can see. Okay, and here you can execute some transactions also. Okay, so let me see what is partners. Once you click here, it is showing me the partner which have been entered there in the appropriation request. Similarly, appropriation request, you just click here, it will take you to the object. For example, you want to see the details of this appropriation request, you click here, or you just keep your cursor here, go to appropriation request, it will take you to the exact object here. Okay, you can see send control data, organization unit. So this is the object, exact object, which is coming in transaction IMA 11. Okay, here you will see this is a current layout, and this is a choose layout. Current layout means you just click here. In left side you will see column content. Okay, here these are the fields which are displaying here in this report, and these fields have been hidden. Okay, these are hidden. Okay, so if you want to just pull some columns from here hidden to your display, you just select this one here. Let's say if you want to just bring partner one to your display, you just click here and go to, so this particular field will be added here, partner one name, go to copy, it will be added here in last. So like this way you can keep number of columns accordingly here. Okay, and whatever the layout, let's say if you have removed some columns, you have added, it's you just want to your own layout. So whenever you are just navigating with this report, this particular layout supposed to be open, so you can save it. You just come here, go to save, your layout will be saved. You enter your name, let's say let me save my name. Okay, Rama, and save it. So standard layout must start with the special character. Always this is supposed to start with forward slash. Okay, then save. So here, once you are saving, system is giving you option of forward slash, then name of that layout, okay, and then description. Here it is a user specific. If you are making it user specific, so this will be open only for me. Other person cannot use the same layout. Okay, so if I'm not selecting, this means other people are also can use the same layout. Clear? So same thing you will see, and I will try to put some written test for this particular portion. Okay, so I may ask some question from this area also. What are the reports available? Okay, some, if you are memorizing, if you are remembering the transaction code, that would be good because it will help you to align with the business process steps. Okay, because sometimes if we are forgetting, we know we are doing IM 01, we are doing IM 11, we are doing IM 22. So like this way you you memorize, and accordingly you can explain the business process. Okay, next what I would like to show you here, programs is fine. Okay, we have already gone through with the master data, we understood the program planning. Okay, budgeting we understood. Periodic processing we are not understanding as of now. We'll see this once we reach to PS only. Okay, opening new approval, we are not going that much of detail in this area because this is just partially we are covering, and whatever is required generally in any implementation, that we are covering. These are some specific scenarios, very specific rare scenarios you will get to implement. Okay, so just focus on it, and tomorrow I'll start PS. Okay, because it's almost covered, so let's start it from tomorrow. So yeah, Shikha, you can join tomorrow session. Okay, let's start from tomorrow. Any question,
Okay,
please?
sir.
Yes, Rama.
Yeah.
In appropriation request, we do planning, means using IM30 transaction also, and in appropriation request also we do planning. So both planning are same or different?
Sorry.
In
So
appropriation
this
request, we
profile
do
for
planning.
appropriation. So appropriation request planning profile is different. Planning we are doing in variant. When when we are executing the transaction IMA 11 and we are creating
Yes.
appropriation request, under that you will see the variant. With reference to variant, we are doing planning.
Okay.
Okay, so that planning profile is different, and investment program, that is a separate planning profile.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, so let's close it for today. Thank you.